Hi. Abu Kamal, the city in the east of Syria, on border with Iraq, located in the territory of the Governorate Deir ez-Zor. In 9 kilometers to the northwest from the city, ruins of the ancient city of Mari are located. Geographical location. The city is in the southeast part of the Governorate, on the southernmost tip of the Jazair Plateau, on the right coast of Euphrates. Absolute altitude minus 174 meters above sea level. Abu Kamal is located at distance about 115 kilometers to the southeast from Deir ez-Zor, the administrative center of the province, and at distance of 430 kilometers to the east-northeast. From Damascus, the capital of the country. Demography. According to an official census of 1981, the population made 17507 people. History. At the time of existence of the Roman Empire, the city was an important point of its trade with India. Later the city has been won by the Queen of Palmyra Zenobia and has been included by it in structure of the kingdom. At Muawiyah the city has been included in structure of Syria, the province of the Caliphate. During Ottoman dominion, Abu Kamal was the center of the county. Gaza. In 1921 in the city the French garrison has been placed. In 1946 Abu Kamal became a part of independent Syria. American attack of 2008. On October 26, 2008, the American special troops have undertaken an attack on the village of Mashiktak located in the neighborhood of the city. 9 people have as a result died and 14 people were wounded. At the end of June, from the territory of Jordan on the territory of Syria, the group of fighters trained by CIA, more than 100 people, has come. This contingent of westernized insurgents, as they are called by the American newspaper, Washington Post, consisted of residents of Abu Kamal who have been recruited by the American instructors in Turkey, where those were on earnings, was trained in Jordan, and at the beginning of this year, is sent to Syria for fight against ISIL. Has begun approach to Abu Kamal, the group called New Syrian Army, on June 28, and in the beginning approach developed quite successfully. The command column has moved forward from the CIA training center and was extended by thin cut along the Syrian-Jordanian border. Its advance was provided with continuous attacks of Anglo-American aircraft. At the same time, Americans were going to occupy airfield to the north from the city, which could be used for supply of the coming troops and for the subsequent operations directed to establishment of control over the Syrian-Iraqi border. The USA, Britain and Jordan participated in preparation of approach. During approach, the field radio station which broadcast on Abu Kamal and called inhabitants for a revolt against the Caliphate has been unrolled. Owing to remoteness of this sector of the front, data on the events arrived very scrappy. There appear everything goes well until in-network photos and video with the trophies taken by the Caliphate, and later and panic statements for full defeat of the coming group have begun to appear. So on July 1, the American Veterans Today, resource of the retired American military, has reported that the new Syrian army has been almost destroyed during an attack to airfield in the north of Abu Kamal. Losses were suffered by also American and British technicians. At the beginning of July, the American newspaper, Washington Post, has published an article explaining the defeat reasons of the Syrian army. Washington Post writes that Americans are guilty of defeat. Having received intelligence information about promotion from Fallujah, Iraq, of a column of fighters of ISIL, the American command has decided to attack it from air and has deployed to Fallujah even the planes providing cover of the column stepping on Abu Kamal. Command of ANSA on it was even notified. It has led to consequences. On the one hand, Americans have crushed a column at Fallujah. It has become clear later that a part of machines was with civil which tried to flee the city. On the other hand, fighters of the Caliphate have used that the troops stepping on Abu Kamal were left without air cover, have struck a surprise attack to the flank and the back of group, having forced them to panic flight. As a result, according to statements of the Caliphate, of 40 people have been killed, 15 were taken prisoner, some prisoners have been executed through beheading. Various trophies, carts, machine guns, small arms, radio stations, means of satellite communication, various ammunition, etc. Group which was trained several months by CIA taken, has actually stopped the existence. On October 14, 2017, the Syrian Arab Army has exempted the city of Ma'aden, 80 kilometers from Abu Kamal. After successful operation by the only large settlement in Syria controlled by the ISIL terrorist group, there was a city of Abu Kamal. On October 25, during drawing Russian air forces of a series of airstrikes, Al-Qaim route, Abu Kamal, Ma'aden, Deir ez-Zor has been blocked. From November 1 to November 4, 6 Russian distant to -M bombers struck blows to objects of terrorists around Abu Kamal. On November 7, SA with assistance of Allied forces has begun operation on release of the city. On November 9, armed forces of the Syrian Arab Republic, SAR, have released Abu Kamal. The representative of the press service of Versus SAR, General Ali Makhoub, has said, release of the city of Abu Kamal from fighters of the Islamic State terrorist organization it is banned in the Russian Federation, is a failure of the project of IS. One day later, information on Abu Kamal's release, the commander of the Russian group of troops in Syria, Sergei Surovikin, has confirmed. Government troops of the 5th Voluntary Assault Housing, assault groups of the Brigade General Sukho, groups of a national militia took part in Abu Kamal's release with assistance of Russian air forces. At the final stage of fighting, armed forces of Syria have taken under control the Syrian-Iraqi border to the Euphrates River. On November 19, cleaning of the city from the remain small groups of terrorists and mine clearing of the city has come to the end. During 10-day counter-terrorist operation, more than 50 fighters have been destroyed. Also far. Write comments. Read comments. Interesting people will tell interesting stories. All of good mood and good luck.